Hey guys, how's it going? Kenny G coming at you here. Um, I know I haven't put up a video for a little bit now, but basically nothing's really changed. I'm still dealing with my pelvic floor pain. I've been talking to a bunch of people. There's been a bunch of suggestions like trying to do the keto diet might help or a few other things, but I've done the first steps of getting into pain program. We're still in the preliminary steps, and it's still 2 months. 2 months, yeah, 2 months before I'll actually be, um, what's the word? Not admitted, but allowed to participate in the program. But in the meantime, they gave me, the lady who was there, she printed out the entire program. Sorry, let me mute that. Um, Sorry about that, guys. That's Facebook beeping away, people messaging me. Um, Yeah, sorry. Um, so I've been trying to do these exercises, and at first I was really scared because I had done exercises in the past, and I thought this is just gonna make things worse. Um, but surprisingly, they haven't. They haven't made things worse. They haven't made things better, but I'm only on like day 5 or 6 of doing the exercises, and they're saying like you should do the exercises for 30 days before you even really see much effect. So healing your pelvic floor is a very slow process. Not like you do stretches for a week and you're better. But obviously there's exercises. I have this book here, Headache in the Pelvis. See if I can get it. And there are I'm not really sure the legal rules on what I can show you in the book. Probably I'm not allowed to share it at all, which is nonsense, right? I mean, locking, locking, well, stuff that can help everyone behind that $30 entry fee. But what I can show you is what was given to me for free, which is the pelvic floor program at the pain clinic. So uh, there are different pelvic floor issues, but in the case of like pudendal or CPPS or any other nerve issues that involve a tightened pelvic floor, they've highlighted the ones for me to do. Also, sorry I look kind of grubby. I should have probably shaved before doing this video. Anyways, first one here that really is useful is the reverse flower pedal. So this is it here. It says one knee out, lie on your back with one knee bent, drop the other knee towards the bed or whatever, the floor. Breathe in, send your breath to your pelvic floor, visualizing and imagining it as a large, tight rose flower that is beginning to blossom in springtime. Imagine the rose opening up petal by petal. Repeat this 5 breaths. And then it says the second option, this is the advanced option, is you do it with both feet with your heels touching. See here. So that's the first one. I've been doing that. Um, Obviously, the whole rose analogy is because mental plays a role in this whole thing, right? Mental state. Even today, I was really stressed out because a lot of nonsense was happening with some extended family members, and I felt the pain just flare. But then I was blaring music and singing along to it, and in the car, and I was like, "Oh my god, I feel better." And like not better, right? It's not like all the pain's gone, but certainly feel a less pain, right? And that's your mood, your mood, your mental side plays a role. So let's move on. Next one here is the child pose. They say try it. If it hurts too much, don't do it. But this is it here. Sorry. Uh, Modified child's pose. So this here is like when you're first beginning, and then this is the advanced version of the pose. So again, this is yoga, right? This is all basically taken from yoga. So on your hands and knees, drop your hips towards your heels. Breathe in slowly, imagining hip bones moving away from each other. Feel your pelvic floor muscles open up and relax. I've been doing this. I have to tell you, I have a hard. I'm doing it, and I'm doing it for a longer period of time. Like they say, generally 90 seconds, but I've been doing it for like 10 minutes, right? But I don't feel. I don't know how to feel my pelvic floor, if that makes any sense. I don't know what it feels like, or what a loose pelvic floor even feels like. And then obviously you can see the advance is just you're going deeper into the stretch. Drop hips towards the heels, open up your knees as needed. So they're spreading their knees. They're keeping their heels together and they're spreading their knees wider to get deeper into that stretch. Okay, so we got that one. Um, this one's called the dead bug release or the frog pose. Well, actually, they want us to do the frog pose. So this is it here. Laying on your back, like it's an advanced version of the what's it called, dead bug release. You're supposed to do the frog pose. These are all, sorry, I didn't mention, but these are all reverse Kegels. So the exact opposite of Kegels, right? Kegels are meant to tighten the pelvic floor. These are reverse. Um, so as above, but with knees out, hands on your knees, on the insides of the knees. Okay, we'll keep going, guys. This could take a few minutes, so please hang in there. Um, constructive rest positions. We'll cover that after this next one. So, legs up wall. You guys probably have heard of this one, but here it is here, right? So generally you need to do this for a few minutes, maybe 5 at least, of just your legs up the wall, and you'll feel I'm sorry, the camera's all reversed, so it's kind of hard for me to point, but here, legs up the wall, you hold it there, and then you start doing V, V's. And if you're very in a lot of pain, you just do just till you feel a stretch. You don't go deep into the stretch. You do just till you feel a stretch and no further. If you don't feel a ton of pain, then you can go further, right? But generally, you shouldn't push it too hard. Anyways, the next thing they cover is constructive resting positions. So one is called calves on stools, and one is pillow relaxation lift. So they're pretty basic, but here they are here. I'm sorry again for the camera shifting. Uh, lie on your stomach with the pelvis resting on 2 to 3 pillows. Like that. Maybe I should read the paragraph. To decrease pelvic pain and pressure and to rest the pelvic organs, try a constructive resting position for 5 to 10 minutes twice daily. As you rest in these positions, let your breathing become calmer, slower, and softer. Constructive rest positions is a position where your nervous system is at most ease. These are just some ideas, experiment. Yeah. So they've propped themselves up. That's the first one, and then the second is calves on stool, which you can see is a 90-90 your legs, right? Nothing crazy going on there. Okay. Sorry, guys. Uh, back hip stretch. Okay, so this one's kind of hard for me to explain, but I will try my best. So it's this one here, right here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry about this. Please focus, camera. Here, here. So what it's saying is that you should sit on a chair and cross your leg over your ankle. Then you place your knee, or you cross your ankle over your opposing knee, right? Then you place your hand on your knee and grab your ankle with your other arm and pull upwards. So if you see the third picture, this is the first, second, third. You can see she's got her hand on her knee, and with her other hand, she's pulling up. That will create a stretch. And obviously, again, you pull until you feel a stretch. You don't overdo it because you don't want to hurt yourself. You can also do this exact same thing, but in a lying position, which is what this next picture illustrates. Right here is she's doing the exact same thing, but in a lying position rather than sitting. Um, Now, again, guys, I'm showing you the ones that pertain to a tight pelvis. There's a ton more. Like you can see, there's a ton on this page, but she's highlighted for me the ones that are regarding a tight pelvic floor. They say definitely do not do this one. Definitely do not do this one. Okay. Here's another one here, which is lying on the edge of the bed and dangling your leg off. So right here, front hips stretch, lying down on back. Lie on back with one leg flat on the bed. Drop the other leg down towards the ground, just like that. You see that? Uh, they only say do option A. There's option B there. You see, you can do that if you want, but they're recommending only do option A. That might be it. I'm gonna scan here and see if there's any more, but oh, no, okay, there is one more thing here. Windshield wipers, which is very basic. Again, these are all yoga poses, really, right? And this is they've got their knees together and they just sweep their knees from side to side. So lie on the back with knees bent, feet together, and flat on a bed or whatever on the ground, right? Knees drop gently from side to side like windshield wipers. Holding without pressure also trigger point release. But okay, this is something else. You can. I'm not even going to get into the trigger point release, but there is a trigger point in your hip. That's for a whole other video, really. There's a whole bunch of trigger points. Lying flat on your stomach, do the Cobra. This one, every single physiotherapist I've seen says do this one. Some of them call it the Cobra. I've heard it called other stuff. 7. Lying flat on your stomach. Lie flat on your stomach. Then you go up, keep your pelvis down, and just lift your upper torso with your elbows and front forearms, right? And you're gonna create that curve. You see that curve in her back there? It's not arching, it's curving, right? And that's what you want. And then you just come up further. You see the whole time the pelvis is planted. So you're making the back bend. You're stretching a whole whack of muscles. That one is a serious stretch. I've done that one a bunch of times, not recently. Let me see if there's any more. No. You can see like all the other pages they've scratched out and they've said, no, don't do that. That's what this is. So yeah, those are all the stretches that are for a tight pelvic floor at the pain clinic. So you would think that the pain clinic would know something about dealing with the tight pelvic floor. The lady that I spoke to at this pain clinic says that she trains specifically in pelvic floor stuff, and this is her program. Printed on pink paper. So, yeah, I hope this was helpful. I mean, I know I'm not on the ground doing the stretches, but honestly, I just, it's midnight. I'm filming this video, and I just didn't feel like doing that. Maybe in another video, if there's enough demand, maybe I'll do demonstrations. But I'm sure you can YouTube the names that I've given you, and you'll find them. There's another one called Happy Baby Pose, but they don't do it here. I asked her about it because a different physiotherapist recommended Happy Baby Pose, and she said that's too aggressive. So just do the ones I've highlighted here for you. And I hope it helps you guys. Yeah, that's really all for now. So thanks for watching. I hope this helps you. I hope this helps me. I will try to report back. I know I've been kind of lazing on the videos recently, but I will try to report back how I'm progressing. Again, I'm only on day 6, so I don't expect to see progress till at least day 30, right? So in the meantime, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep. I'm walking daily. I'm walking 3 kilometers daily, and I'm trying to do everything to get the pelvis loose, right? And try to even gain an awareness of the pelvic muscles, which is not easy. I mean, I think I have some awareness of it, but not enough. So yeah, that's all for now. Please leave your feedback in the comments. And let's just keep working together to try to get out of this because it's very it's like a lot of this information, it's all like hard to find or kept secret. There's another guy on YouTube. I think you can YouTube him. I think his name's Greg HC or something like that. And he's got some great videos too on dealing with CPPS or chronic pelvic pain. Let me see if I can find him real quick. Greg, what did I say? CF? H maybe? Uh, Sorry about this, guys. Greg HF. Greg HF. And he has some great videos um, of how he healed his pelvic pain. So, I mean, us sufferers, we need to work together. We really need to work together because there's a lot of information and there's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of people who just want to take your money but not actually treat you. And basically, Western medicine has done nothing for me yet. And I'm 2 years into this. Next month will be 2 years of suffering with this pain. So um, I remember my initial videos crying so much, and I'm almost at the point where I just don't have any tears to cry, right? It's sort of like, yeah, I'm still extremely depressed about being in pain, but it's just like, what do you, I'm more flabbergasted than anything. Like, I'm blown away. So that's why it's like we really need to work together. And as people get better, log how you got better, right? Because that'll help other people. There's a lot of people who suffer, they get better, and they just never report back how they got better, right? So as you guys um, work at it and get better, I mean, let's start a discussion on Twitter. I mean, you can at me, it's Kenny4AG. We can talk about what's up, how everyone's doing. We can start a hashtag, something like, I don't know, heal pelvic pain or something, right? Because actually, I have a whole lot more to tell you guys. Like, I met a whole panel of doctors. I'll save that for a video. A panel of 10 doctors who um, I spoke to about this. They're all Western medicine doctors. Anyways, yeah, let's work together. That's the only way I see at this point that people are going to heal their pelvic pain. Um, is do the pain program. Um, or sorry, the physio stuff. And remember, reverse Kegels, not Kegels. Um, and let's work together. Like I said, Twitter at Kenny4AG. You can at me, you can DM me, or whatever. And let's work together because that's the only way we're gonna get together, get better. I'm sorry, I've been blabbing forever. Uh, and my cam setup's a little weird right now. But thank you very much, and I hope I'll Talk to you soon, either in the comments or on Twitter. Cheers.